So my thoughts when I was still on FaceTime are completely different from the way that I feel right now.
Gandhi had a great idea. Let me FaceTime with Diamond while she's watching the final scene in the final episode of the series. And as you know, we can freely say, without spoiling anything, it was a controversial scene. People were like, what? Yeah. Anyway, so what did you see while FaceTiming her?
I saw Diamond go through the exact emotions that I saw everybody who watched it go through, and I think it's the 5 stages of grief, but it happens really quickly. There was anger, there was denial, there was acceptance. It was just all of it at one time. So I recorded her. I screen recorded, and then I posted it. You can see it at it's at the Elvis Duran Show account and at Baby Hot Sauce. But I muted it so you can't hear what we're talking about, but you can watch her process what's happening.
By the way, the 5 stages of grief, is confusion one of those? Because that's what I had. In that, okay, so
did she.
Without giving anything away, which is whatever. What are your thoughts about the series finale of The Sopranos?
Okay, so my thoughts when I was still on FaceTime are completely different from the way that I feel right now.
Oh, you processed it overnight.
Well, I had to. I had no choice, right? Because everybody wanted to know, well, how'd you feel? And it's like, oh, well, how do I really feel? So I was very angry while we were on FaceTime. I think that at a moment I felt like, did I just waste like 3 weeks of my life? I crammed it in and this is it? Like, what the hell?
By the way, a lot of people felt that same way.
Yeah, but you guys had to do like years, and then you had like a week in between every episode and like months to process a season, and I didn't give myself that moment at all, right?
Right.
And then it all just like, it just hits me, and I'm like, this is what I crammed into 3 weeks of my life. I just, wow. Anyway, but now today, I think it was like one of the most iconic endings to a series. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because you think it through from an intellectual point of view, I guess.
Yeah. And from like someone who, I don't really watch movies or anything like that, but I love the conversations that come from shows and movies and stuff like that. So it made sense. Like, this is something that we could talk about forever. Hence why I watched it 20 years later.
Right. By the way, they did interviews with the people who brought us The Sopranos, and they actually told us what, in their minds, was the answer to the ending.
Oh.
So I don't know if you ever want to watch it. David Chase is the one who created The Sopranos, right?
Yeah, I've done a lot of Googling now.
All right. Well, no, he, in an interview, actually says what he perceived to be the ending's meaning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw.
And that's why I said, Diamond, you have this gift that a lot of people didn't have, because when it ended and it was actually on, there was debate. There was a lot of talk. There was no answer. All these years later, we got an answer. And you have this answer. So you shouldn't have to toil about it too long.
Yeah, I guess.
And may I just say this, even though David Chase said what he thought his ending on his show should be, I don't agree with it. I think it's okay to go ahead. I think it's okay just to assume it's what you want it to be.
Yeah.
They left it so open, and we're going to stop talking about this in a second, because a lot of people didn't watch this.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they left it so open for debate and whatever. Let it be what you want it to be. Why not?
Well, now I can't wait for the commercial so I can figure out what you think it was, because now I'm like mind blown.
My point is I could figure out it was either A or B. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, okay.
What was it on?
I'm sorry. What was that, Johnny?
What was it on? Like Hulu?
HBO.
HBO Max.
HBO.
Yeah, HBO. You can still go back and watch the whole series.
Yes.
I don't have the Hulu or any of that.
Well, it's HBO Max. We'll give you a Fire Stick. You're in.
Oh,
do you know what a Fire Stick is? You learned about those on Fire Island.
What do you do?
It makes it where you can watch The Sopranos. Well, look, I'm glad you watched. And if you follow Baby Hot Sauce or Elvis Duran Show on Instagram, you can actually see her perplexed look at the very end of the series finale.
It was just everything. And I muted it so you can't hear her, but there's a moment where she goes, "Oh no, you're kidding. Wait. No. Wait."
Here you go, Diamond. We love you.
Love you.